To introduce the first subject, I'm going to start off with a sort of fairy story. This is a once upon a time sort of thing, and this is in the form of a conundrum or a problem that many of you may have come across before. But anyway, it's instructive. And the story goes like this. There was once two sailors, two expert Olympic sailors who were very good at sailing, and they found themselves in a situation where there was a river, that's supposed to be a river, and the river was flowing at 5 knots from west to east, and so they decided that they would have a race down this river, but the trouble was they only had one boat. So they decided that they would race from A to B and time how long it took to see who was the winner. So for the benefit of the French audience that I gave this talk to first, I said that the two sailors were an Englishman and a Frenchman. So when the Englishman got in the boat, there was a 5-knot westerly wind blowing, and so he sailed from A to B, and they timed how long it took. Then they put the boat on a trailer, took it back to A, but when the Frenchman was to get in the boat, there was no wind at all. Undaunted, he gets in his boat and he sails from A to B, and one of them wins the race easily. And the question is, which one wins? And furthermore, how did he do it? Okay, well, I'll answer the question about the two sailors, the Frenchman and the Englishman, before I go on with the rest. So going back to that, you remember that they had this river with 5 knots, and when the Englishman got in his boat, he sailed from there to there, and he had a true wind of 5 knots, and because the current took him downstream at 5 knots, therefore he had no apparent wind, and his sail was just flapping, so he had no control over his boat, so he went from A to B at exactly 5 knots. When the Frenchman got in his boat, there was no wind at all, so the current, because there was no wind, the current just took him downstream at 5 knots, but because he was moving at 5 knots through still air, he felt an apparent headwind, and all good sailors know if you've got a headwind, then you tack. So this is what the Frenchman did. He tacked across the stream and made speed through the water and won with great acclaim. So there we are. So his speed, of course, is the 5 knots of current plus the speed made good through the water by tacking, and therefore he easily wins the race.